Time for another stock review. This time we are talking Mobix Labs, MOBX, and we have some very interesting news, very timely as well. Can you make money from this stock? We're going to go through and look at the charts. We're going to look at the information, the news, back testing it, latest news around the stock, and also some. We're going to look at the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, the solvency score, who's buying on the inside, who's selling on the inside. Let me show you a few features are going to come up in this review. It's very limited information here, by the way, but it's the news and what the stock represents, which is what's most interesting with this stock. We're going to share with you some news here, some semiconductor news that you'll find very interesting. Supplier of custom filtered connections on the Gulfstream Aerospace business jets. You're going to look at some news here around the Javelin for the US Army. We all know about the Javelin, of course, lot being purchased. Lockheed, RTX Lockheed, we're going to cover that as well. That's really the focus of this video, I think. We've also got a press release here. I'm going to cover about what the company is, a lot of news, and also that this was a SPAC. What is a SPAC? Looking at the trading, looking at the price, looking at the news, the recent share positions, all of it is going to get covered in this review. We got a great super chat from one of my members, a $50 super chat donated during the last review. So here I am making my third review of the day. There could be a fourth one in a minute as well. My members love these reviews and I work 12 hours a day to bring this to you. Full disclosure, I'm not in the stock. I only own the S&P, and all my money, every penny I've got is in the S&P. I'm not here to pump and dump stocks. I'm here to provide a service to my members 12 hours a day. Here's behind the scenes in the extra channel. We have a Meet the CEO series as well. CEOs like to be on my show and be part of it. I'll explain to you how that works in a moment, but without further ado, let's get straight into the review. Tap the like button if you like this service, and if you do, of course, you can highlight your name with a super chat. You can put a comment during the show, whatever you like, but not for me, but for the little fellas. For the little fellas, here they come. Here's our little fellas. Oh yeah. There you go. Make sure that you do this for the little fellas and, of course, the little ladies. Make them happy, make them smile. They love the reviews. And let's see if we can make some money here today. What do you think? Is this like gold right now, this kind of technology? What do you think? Well, should we have a look at a bit of gold? Where's the button? I had a little button here a minute ago. Here it is. Yes, let's have a look at some gold. Can we turn our money into gold? Gold is a favorite right now, of course. What's going on in the Middle East and wars and all the rest of it. People turn to gold. Can you make gold from this stock? $2.39. Well, let's go straight into it and start off nice and simple, and we'll go and we'll get a little bit more advanced and as we go on throughout the video. What is Mobix? Let's look at it over the long period of time, which isn't that much. It opened up here, $10. I looked at it and thought, was that a SPAC? Always recognize it if it's around about $10. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I'm going to share with you straight away what that actually is and what that actually means to you as an investor. Hey, look at this.
Raman Wasai donated €4 through a super chat. And 2 + 2 = 4, ha ha ha.
We got some fun here. So tonight, me and Leah will be going out to a pub. I've got one drink, she's got one drink, and now we have a starter to go with, or maybe we have a little appetizer. I don't know, a little packet of crisps to go with the drinks. Thank you, Raman. That's very kind of you. Yes, Mobix Labs is a fabulous semiconductor company that has merged with a special purpose acquisition. That's what SPAC stands for. I just found this out. Is it a SPAC? Yes. Why do you care if it's a SPAC or not? Why is that important? Well, when we invest, it's all about numbers. It's all about numbers and people, human emotion, but also about statistics. Statistically, a SPAC very rarely succeeds. Statistically, about 80 to 90% of SPACs fail. They used to be very popular back about 10 years ago, but recently, since COVID, SPACs tend to fail. Virgin Galactic, one of our favorite stocks, is a SPAC. Many stocks that we've covered here are SPACs, and they're all down on their knees right now. Doesn't mean it's going to fail. Just statistically, it's more likely to. Don't want to get carried away, though. It just means it might. Anyway, what is SPACs? What is Mobix? Let me share with you what this company is. Based in Irvine, California, Mobix is a global activity solutions provider for mmWave 5G and high bandwidth cable networks. The company's full line of true 5G integrated circuits and antennas and true XRO active optical cables and transceivers deliver significant advantages in performance, efficiency, cost and size for next generation wireless and wired applications. Mobix Labs simplifies the development and maximizes performance of existing and next generation wireless products by innovating and delivering high performance, cost-effective and ultra-compact components and solutions for simplifying the development and maximizing the performance of existing and next generation wireless products. Okay, just to give you an idea of what the company is about. There you go. All right. That's just a little bit of a taster of what the company is about. If we now look over its line chart, as you can see, when it came out, the stock fell away. It's fallen away and it's been going sideways for a while. But that doesn't mean to say it's completely flat. No, it doesn't. There's a lot of volatility in this stock, up and down. You can make money trading this stock. Look at that, a very heavily traded stock, up and down, over and over again. So yes, if you time it right, you can make money on this stock. No doubt about it. What is it about here? Mobix. It operates as a semiconductor company, develops wireless and connected solutions that are designed to cater to a broad range of applications in markets including 5G infrastructure, satellite communications, automotive, consumer electronics, e-mobility, healthcare, infrastructure. Has a lot going on here. The CEO is Fabrizio Battaglia. That sounds like an Italian name to me. I can sing in Italian, just can't speak in Italian. All right, anyway, Fabrizio, we'd love to have you on the show. Our investors could set up and they probably will, set up a Reddit group or a Facebook page or group and drive and drive up a community around this stock, and you might get to hear about them and you would be invited to be on our show. They might email you this video at Investor Relations, the link, but there's also below in this video a link to a video which is called Invite the CEO. Go and have a look at that, check that out. They might send that to you and you might be invited to be on the show. I'd love to have you on the show. I'm here not to pump and dump stock, but I'm here to help my investors make money. I'm here to support my members. I'm here to bring great businesses to the world, help people grow, be employed, make money, have a great time. And that's what it's all about. So I'd love to have you on the show. Irvine, California. It's got a high margin requirement. If you're buying this on margin, it's 100% maintenance. So it's regarded as very, very high risk. 61 million is the market cap. Remember, the market cap is not the value of the company. It's just the value of the outstanding shares. That's all. It's what people are prepared to pay for the stock. No more, no less. It's just what people are prepared to pay for the stock on the day. 52-week high, $12. 52-week low, $1.17. So extremely volatile. Stock is losing money, negative $3.02 per share. So it's losing money at the moment. We have very limited information. You can't tell what's going to happen with the stock. We don't have much information, but the expectations is on the 15th of May that we become cash positive, which would be unheard of from a new company like this, to be honest. But you never know. If I get a super chat to cover the earnings pre-market, I'll get up early in the morning about 6 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and I will recover the earnings for it. And then you never know, we might learn something about the company. And if this video does well, which it probably will, it's a small company, we'll rank for it. And if it's a good review, the stock can bounce. If it's a negative review, of course, it can go the other way. But anyway, that's when the earnings is, May the 15th. Who else is buying this stock? ChargePoint, Faraday, Soundhound. Very interesting. Mullen, scam stock, designed by Dave Mitchery to steal people's money. Awful company. One of the worst companies ever. I don't know how it's still around. It just keeps reverse splitting. In a minute, you can buy one share for 20 cents and it'll be the only share of the company. But hey, as long as it keeps staying above $1, it's fine. Nikola has had a very checkered past, but now things are looking much better. But you can see one thing here. Other than, in fact, all of these stocks are penny stocks. Under $5, it's a penny stock. Many have had to reverse split. Faraday is now down at 5 cents. This company, it cannot survive. It's just trading its way out of the market. It's not got any value at all. So that means the stock is volatile. It's in bed with other investors who are scalping the stock, taking the shorting the stock, and it's struggling right now. Anyway, that's a bit about the company. Have you liked it so far? Have you tapped the like button? Have you subscribed yet? And don't forget, I will reply to everyone's comments, all the members' comments that reply to this video. Okay, let's go and have a look now at some more information that I promised you. Now, recently, only very recently, the stock had to file to sell 24.5 million shares for the holders. Again, this is dilution, raising money. It's done it twice recently. Let me share it with you. This was April the 16th, just a short while ago. Mobix Labs on Tuesday filed a prospectus related to the proposed resale of about 24.5 million shares of its common stock by selling stockholders. This prospectus is not an offer to sell these securities. It's just news of what is about to happen. All right, that's not good news. Okay, what do we have next? April the 2nd, just a few weeks earlier, we had Mobix Labs file to sell 9.5 million shares of Class A common stock for holders. Mobix Labs filed a prospectus related to the proposed resale of 9.5 million. What is this? This is dilution, trying to raise money by releasing more shares. That's what this is. So be very, very careful of that. All right, that's the news we've just discovered. As you can see from the chart here, we have very big swings. You can see the red candles, then large green candles. So it's in, out, in, out. Very, very aggressive. No surprise that it's in with Mullen and other stocks like Faraday futures. This might be a great company, but it's being treated as a scalp stock, in and out, and you can make a lot of money very quickly. You can see that from the main line chart. You just have to know how to trade it. Set your stop limits. Sorry, I don't like stop limits. I hate them, in fact. Stop trail orders. A stock like this, you do not want to be in overnight because stop trail orders do not work 24 hours a day, even though the market is 24 hours a day. Stop trail orders only run during the main session. If I was buying this, I'd be buying it in the morning, very early. If it pops up, I set a 5% stop trail order and I take my money every time, over and over again. And I do it through my IRA or my ISAs, tax-free. So I'm selling very, very quickly, doing day trades, in and out, making money, but I'm not doing it on my main brokerage, paying 20%. As you can see from the candles, you can get in and out. Very aggressive action here. All right. How does it compare to the S&P? Well, look at that. As you can see, if you put $10,000 in 22 in the S&P, you've now got $11,000. Mobix, $10,000 has lost 80% of its value. What caused this? I could spend hours making these reviews, but I'm going to ask you, if you're an investor, November the 30th, 2023, that's the moment. November the 30th, 2023, what happened there? You want to go and look on the investor relations pages, look at the news, and you can find out what happened there. It's all available. There's no hiding. We all can find it out. I could find it out, but I haven't got time to do research at those lengths during this video. Go and see what caused this and then see if, in your mind, whether it's a catalyst for it to happen again. All right, we've got some interesting news here. Release. This is just out a week or so ago. Mobix announces MMS technical sales as manufacturer's rep. Just going to read the first paragraph. I apologize for looking away. The text is so small. I've got to use my mirror screen. Otherwise, I won't be able to read it if I look at this screen. Okay. All right. Mobix, a fabless semiconductor company developing disruptive next-generation connectivity solutions for wired and wireless 5G military, defense, aerospace, and medical industries, today announced the addition of MMS Technical Sales as its new manufacturer's representative for its electromagnetic filtering products in the New England and upstate New York territories. The partnership is effective immediately and marks a pivotal step in Mobix Labs' strategy to enhance its footprint in this region. The MMS team brings over 46 years of industrial sales experience, along with a deep knowledge of connectivity solutions, which will accelerate our growth in the New England and upstate New York markets, stated Fabian Battaglia, who we know as the CEO of Mobix. MMS will be a great addition and valuable asset in broadening our reach. We are excited to explore this partnership and grow together. That's good news. That's a good news story. That's just out April the 11th. And we have started to see the stock rally after this news. That's good news. But this is a very big story. I think that this is the story why the stock is doing well. And we are up today 22%. And I would imagine it's got a lot to do with this story here. When did this story come out? It's just out, actually. It's just out. Very few people are looking at it. Very few people are talking about it. What is it? This. This is very, very important, right? This is a stock changer, in my opinion. With what's going on in the Middle East, with what's going on, the UK are ramping up, spending more money on defense. Of course, the US lead that anyway, but we've got more of it here. Mobix Labs begins Javelin-guided system components delivery for the US Army. Fabulous semiconductor company Mobix Labs has started delivering guidance system components for the US Army's Javelin missile systems. Really big news. With the defense being going up, with the missiles, Javelin missiles being sent to Ukraine, this is huge news for this particular stock. You might like to get in on this, all right? So this is good. The components will be delivered under a contracted awarded to the Javelin joint venture, a partnership between RTX, Raytheon, of course, and Lockheed Martin. Big news. The contract was awarded to meet a growing demand for the Javelin, a weapon system, co-developed by Raytheon Lockheed Martin to destroy armored. Let me zoom in a bit more. No, I can't. Armored. Where am I? Awarded to meet growing demand for the Javelin, Raytheon and Lockheed to destroy armored and soft targets from up to 4 kilometers away using a guided warhead. This is what is being sent and paid for now by the US government, just been funded and being sent to Ukraine. Very, very timely, very, very important. This is the main story of this review, I think. The Javelin contract's performance period is until 2026, Mobix has said. The US military continues to push the production capacity for defense weapons, including the Javelin, in response to the Russia and Ukraine war. There we go. That's what I said. Before I read it, I knew that's where that was going. So this is very, very good. Let me see if I can just get rid of this a moment, because we seem to have... there we go. Let's zoom up a little bit. The US military continues to push a production capacity for defense weapons, including the Javelin, in response to the Russia-Ukraine war. Doug Bush, Assistant Secretary of the Army for Acquisition, Logistics and Technology, and a past Potomac Officers Club speaker, said in August that the military expects to produce over 80,000 rounds by 2025 to support Ukraine's counter-offensive production operations against Russia. Bush also noted that the Javelin and Stinger and other US-made defense systems are highly effective in combat owing to decades of development and testing. Very, very good indeed. I think that's all of it there. Yes, that is. So that's probably the highlight of this review and why the stock is up 17% today. But if we just pan out, it's only 8% over the last month. I think that this could do massive amount for the stock. It's just out. No one's really talking about it at the moment. So this is a big, big story. Okay, I've covered that. So thank you for sending that in. We've also got a partnership here. I'll just very briefly give you this. I want to get into the numbers. We've got a partnership here with the Gulfstream as well, aircraft, and that continues through 2026. I don't want to focus down on that. I don't want to spend too much time on that. I want to get back to the numbers from the company. So, are you liking this so far? This is a definite buy for me. Purely and simply, before I even look at the numbers, because I know where this is going to go. So I already know that this is a potential buy. Let's now look at the numbers and see if it makes any sense. Okay, so let's go into it. Let's have a little look. Right, we've got to know, this is the first time I'm giving a potential buy on a stock here with no actual intrinsic valuation. We don't have enough information. It's too new. There's no information yet, but we know that this contract is going to transform the stock. So we have no valuation. We have no fundamental analysis, financials. It's all too new. We don't have anything at all. We don't know anything about it at all. Literally, we've got no balance sheet information. Nothing here, nothing here. We have solvency score of 40. The company isn't going bust. It's got a bit of money to take it through. Long-term solvency. We've got no Wall Street analysis. Insiders are buying. That tells you all you need to know, really. Insiders are buying recently. That'll be on the rumor of this news. No short interest, no coverage. No one's talking about it. This is big news. Big news, the fact there's no news. I like it. I like it. All right, let me go and see if I can find anything else at the moment. Let me have a little look. Let me just do this. I'm doing this live during this review. And this is MOBX, Mobix Labs. Can we look at the financials a bit more? Any information at all on how much money they've got? Financials, how much money they got in the bank? Revenues, I'm just having a little look here. September, 0.8 million. Bloody hell, it's like 0.4, nothing at all. Very balance sheet. Okay, we do have some information here. 14.8 million. Let me share with you what I'm looking at so you can see what I'm looking at here, because we have very, very limited information here, but I do have something here. We got cash September 23.1. Now we got 14.8 million in cash. This is what I'm looking at here. 14.8 million in cash. Very small company, remember. Total current assets 15.9 million. Long-term assets 4 million. Gross property plant 4 million. Let's have a look at net property, 2.8 million. Total assets, 41.5 million, up from 18 million, up from 15. So the assets are growing. Current liabilities, let's have a look. Short-term borrowings, 5 million. We've only got short-term borrowings, so 5 million compared to cash. Let me just, 14 million. Okay, so we got a good balance sheet. Even though it's very little information, we've got a good balance sheet. So let me just tell you what this is about, right? What this stock is about. It's obviously a very, very new company, very little information on it, but we do have cash. We do have an okay balance sheet, even if I'm not able to present it in the normal way. There's very limited information. However, the contract that they've got with the US Army for Javelin is a contract which is going to take them through until 2026. That's why this stock is up. Very few people are talking about it. I am the first person to cover and do a review on it, an analysis on it in the media. There's no videos, there's no information, no one is talking about it. So consequently, I think that this is a buy. It's a speculative buy. It is a buy, but it is speculative, right? Because there's very little information. But the deal they've got with Lockheed and Raytheon going forward into 26, I think the war in Ukraine is going to intensify. I think the US government are spending more money on it. The British government are doing the same thing. The Javelin is going to be sent. This is part of the Javelin. This has to be a buy for me. Even though we have limited information, we do know they've got cash. Cash is improving. And I would say that this is a buy from me. If we look at it, it's hardly started to get noticed right now. I think it will. So my prediction is it's a buy from me, a speculative buy though. Don't go all in on it. Don't, sell your S&P for it. But why not? It's a bit of a lottery ticket. You know very little about it, but what you do know is the deal that's coming up with Raytheon and the Javelin, the US Army, and Lockheed. That's all good. They've got some money. They're not going bust. They're going to be around. And as you can see, the stock has popped up today, but it's hardly being talked about. When this video comes out, we're bound to rank for it. So I will put an extra video with this. So what I'm going to do is end my review here and put a follow-up video. I'm going to do it right now, okay? Click above my head for all the information down below in the description. You can check out my alpha spread. My members can get a lifetime discount to the software I use. You can also get a free plan if you want that. It's going again. Look, stock is moving again. And over here, you'll see all the reviews. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.